Hi there. So hopefully you've worked a lot on your equivalence and your addition, your subtraction, your multiplication, and now we're going to look at division. This is dividing a fraction by a whole number. So for our first example, I've written this problem. 6/9 or 6 members of the family of 9 divided by 3. I don't have any Skittles with me, I'm afraid. So unfortunately, I really would like to have green Skittles. We're going to have to use these little tops. They are not representing hundreds. I know they're red. I just didn't have anything else, I'm afraid. That was green. So it said to divide by 3. So we're going to pretend that these are just like 3 little people, whatever you like. 3 little individuals. And we need to get 6/9. So I'm going to fetch 6/9. So 1/9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6/9 here. And I'm just going to share them out. So you've done division with golden beads and stamp games. And so this should be fairly easy. So we're going to share out now. The thing to remember is in division, everybody must get exactly the same. It has to be fair. And our answer is always what one Skittle gets. 1 Skittle. Our share is always 1 Skittle. That's the answer. So everybody gets 1. 1/9 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. And I have enough to do it again. And I kind of like them under here because you can kind of see better than if I put them close together. But you could always put them next to each other. But I kind of like to go this way so you can see. And 1 for you. I had exactly enough. Everybody, or each person, or each little individual unit got 2. 2 each. So the share in our answer is what 1 Skittle gets. So he got 2/9. And I can place them together. You'll be able to see there. I can place them together. And now I'm going to look for equivalence. I can take these away because these are done with. They are not part of my problem anymore. Oops, one rolled away. So here we have 2/9. And again, now we're going to use our equivalence. So first I'm going to write my quotient, record my quotient, my answer from division. Everybody got 2/9. And I've recorded that. But now I'm going to see if there is anything that is equivalent to 2/9. And we could see, obviously a half is way too big. I'm going to move this over. What about a third? Let's see if thirds work. And you can place it on top and see it is way too big. If you're not sure, you can, always build it more ways than one if you like. You can do it this way or that way. It's far too big. They're not the same. A third is way bigger. We could try a fourth. They look kind of similar, but you could try it and see. And you'll see that it doesn't work. There's a space here. And think of skip counting. Does 9 ever go with 4? What about fifths? Do they work, do you think? Again, you can place it next to each other. You can put it on top this way to see if it works. I'm going to hold it up because I don't know how well you can see when you're looking in the camera, but it is too big. It doesn't work. There's a big piece sticking out here. So fifths don't work. I wonder if sixth will work. And again, place them together. Does that work? No. What about if we put another one? Will it fit there? And you'll see it doesn't fit. There's a big space on the other side here. Oops, we don't want to go together. They don't work. See, there's a big size difference. So the 6th doesn't work, do you think the 7th will work? No, that's even worse than the 6th. So we find there is no equivalence for 2/9. So that's our answer. 6/9 divided by 3 equaled 2/9, and there was no equivalence. So we'll try another one. How about we do, how about 8/8 divided by 4? 8/8 divided by 4, and you're going to have to, excuse me while I retrieve the one that rolled away. Okay, so we need 4 for our divisor. There's 4 little people or little skittles, and we're going to get 8/8. 1/8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8/8. 8/8, and we're going to divide by 4. So we've got our 8 little 8s, and we've got our 4 little, these are little bottle caps, but you could use Legos or Skittles or whatever you've got. Now we're going to share out. Remember, the rule is they must always get the same. So 1 for you, 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 and I had exactly enough for everybody to get 2 each. So in division, remember, our answer is always the share of 1 unit. So this unit skittle here got 2/8, and I can place them together like this. I'm going to write my quotient. 8/8 divided by 4 equals 2/8. And now I'm looking for equivalence. See if you can think what the equivalence is for 2/8. I'm going to try and make it with less than 2 pieces. I'm reducing my fraction. Well, a half is far too big. A third is too big. Let me try a 4th. I can place them on top there, and you can see that they are exactly the same. So 2/8 is equivalent to 1/4. So I'm going to trade them. And I have my final quotient. I had 8/8. I divided by 4. And when I finished sharing out, each little bottle top or unit had 2/8. And we found out that that was equivalent to 1/4. And that was my final quotient. So that's division when you're dividing by a whole number. Bye-bye.